Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, we see the return of CM Punk. CM Punk returns to Chicago in his hometown on SmackDown. You know, CM Punk's a Raw superstar, but CM Punk makes a return that we did not see coming. CM Punk coming to the SmackDown brand, and CM Punk has a lot to say. We'll get to CM Punk coming up on SmackDown coming up, as he had a reunion of a sorts with Paul Heyman. CM Punk and Paul Heyman embrace. We'll get to that. CM Punk and Paul Heyman, what's going on with this? We'll get to that as well. And too, a lot of stuff going on here on Wrestling Hot Topics. We're hearing reports that Shane McMahon may be in talks with AEW. What's going on here? Shane McMahon going to AEW? For what? What's going on? Is this a new day, a new dawn? We'll see. And speaking of new dawn, the Wyatt Six got spotted at Whataburger. What's going on here? A fan spotted them and took a picture with them and went viral after what they did on Raw Monday. We'll get that as well. Plus, we get to see the debut of Jacob Fatu joining the Bloodline. They're getting stronger and stronger each week. What's going on? We'll get to this and more as the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Present the SmackDown Ring Report here on Connect TV and our digital socials. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button. We'll get to Jacob Fatu a little bit later when he made his debut. But first thing first, we get to this. CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless, made his debut. CM Punk returned to SmackDown, returned in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. CM Punk tried to make it how, and what he was gonna do, and what CM Punk did. CM Punk addressed the elephant in the room. We thinking CM Punk was gonna have some good news and stuff about his arm. CM Punk got distracted by a lot of stuff. He was about to give us an update on what's going on until he had met his mentor, his former manager, Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman and CM Punk reunited almost 10 years to the day, and they hugged each other. Paul Heyman and CM Punk, their long history of what's going on. CM Punk asked Paul Heyman, "What's wrong with you?" And Paul Heyman didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. He looked like he was just a shell of himself. Heyman telling CM Punk that, "Hey, I want to go with you. I want to end up with you. I think can you take me in?" And CM Punk didn't know what was going on. CM Punk was kind of confused on what was going on. I think CM Punk kind of didn't know if Paul Heyman would set him up or nothing like that. But Paul Heyman saying, "Hey, I'm not setting you up this time." Paul Heyman got his own little problems as late with Solo Sikoa and the new Bloodline, and Paul Heyman getting his hands in a tizzy. What's going on? By the Bloodline until unlikely name came out of nowhere and helped backed up CM Punk, and that was the WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was sick and tired of watching the Bloodline doing what they need to do after what happened last week. When the Bloodline decided to take matters in their own hand and get involved in Cody's match, without Solo was going to get involved. But that was just a farce. Solo got fed off by Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, who helped up Punk and all them. So we're getting a glimpse of what's going to happen, what's going to lead to Randy Orton. Maybe he wants a shot at the WWE Championship. Who knows? But Cody Rhodes was not going to stand by and let his friend CM Punk get jump on by the Bloodline. He had a bad arm, but we'll get to that a little bit later. With CM Punk, looking like a crimson face right here on what went down and what happened to him. We'll get to it in a minute. Well, Chelsea Green, who I thought unlikely was not going to be in the Money Bank, she won her qualifying match tonight. She defeated Bianca Belair and Michin to earn herself a slot on the SmackDown side thing in the Money in the Bank. So Chelsea Green getting closer and closer to realize her opportunity, and all she got to do is just grab a briefcase and win the match, and she'll be guaranteed a world women's championship at any given moment with up to a year. Chelsea Green did prove that as well, so we could see that being as well. Also, too, Carmelo Hayes won his match tonight as a shocker against Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. Carmelo Hayes used the distraction and beat Randy Orton with a roll up to get the 1-2-3. So Carmelo Hayes a little bit shocked and awe that he's heading the Money in the Bank, and Carmelo Hayes did the ultimate thing he did. Carmelo Hayes doing what he needed to do to win the briefcase, outsmarting Randy Orton, and got the win. I think Carmelo Hayes and Chelsea Green, even Bianca Belair, a little bit shocked that she wanted to go the Money in the Bank and earn herself an opportunity, but unfortunately it won't be, as Chelsea Green will get that opportunity. Chelsea Green will get the chance of a lifetime of doing what she need to do to win. So congratulations, big kudos to Chelsea Green, as well as big kudos to Carmelo Hayes over defeating Randy Orton. Randy Orton may not win this time, but who knows? Randy Orton might get more world title opportunities down the road, but Carmelo Hayes really needs. Well, we forgot about this, that we had another person won out of the blue, and that was Andrade. Andrade defeated Grayson Waller and Kevin Owens. Andrade put to getting the men's Money in the Bank. So we now know it's going to be Carmelo Hayes, Jey Uso, and Andrade entering the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got 3 more slots left. Who's going to be advancing to those slots? We'll see. We know that next week is going to be really a buster for the women. Candice LeRae versus Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. Which one of these 3 women will advance and go and punch themselves a ticket? I believe it's going to be Jade Cargill. You never know, but we'll see. But Tiffany Stratton making a unmatched alliance with Nia Jax. Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, maybe have some cahoots. At the Tiffany Stratton got confronted by Michin, and then Nia Jax came out of nowhere and attacked Michin after what she did to Michin last week. But Nia Jax pinned Michin 1-2-3 right here to get the win. Nia Jax guaranteed a championship match at SummerSlam against whoever the WWE Women's Champion of her brand on SmackDown. So Nia Jax getting herself ready and able to go. So we'll see. Nia Jax can get herself together. Well, we told you earlier CM Punk was in the building. CM Punk called out Drew McIntyre, and all of a sudden Drew McIntyre shows up with CM Punk over his shoulder. We thought he was going to do what he needed to do, like a fireman's carry. Drew McIntyre claimed on Monday on Raw that he's going to quit, but there was just a ruse for Drew McIntyre to set up CM Punk and set him up bad, and left CM Punk laying for dead, down and out in the ring. I think CM Punk gonna really have to realize he's gonna have to get his revenge on Drew after costing Drew opportunity after opportunity. And Drew McIntyre was tired of that he got screwed at WrestleMania, and he got screwed at last week's Clash of the Castle due to CM Punk screwing him at not winning the world championship. Drew McIntyre was tired of it. He was frustrated, and he wanted to make a point, and that's what he did tonight. Even to the point that he left. You can tell he was seething. He was like, there's a lot going on with Drew. Drew McIntyre wanted to get his focus, and he did so, getting his revenge on CM Punk. CM Punk had to be carried by paramedics, went to the hospital to get checked on. I guess we'll have more updates on what's going on with CM Punk. I hate saying medical facility, just say hospital. Let's leave it like that. But the old regime gone, the new regime in. So hey, it's hospital. So CM Punk went to the hospital, and he should be getting checked on. We should have some updates coming up this week. What's going on with CM Punk? We tell you this, that we know that next week that LA Knight will finally get his hands on Logan Paul, but this time be a triple threat qualifying match. LA Knight, Logan Paul, United States champion, Santos Escobar. A lot of feuding going on, but LA Knight will try to confront Logan Paul, but got attacked by Logan Paul out of nowhere. Logan Paul attacked the LA Knight as LA Knight wants a shot at the United States Championship. This until it's dry. But Logan Paul saying, I'm closer than you think. And Logan Paul setting up LA Knight on the phone with that metallic hand. That's what Logan Paul did. And Logan Paul set him up for what he wants to do. But all we can tell you what's going to happen next week between these three. The LA Knight got bone to pick with Logan Paul and Santos. Santos interrupted him last week. Santos so we'll see moving forward stuff, because we know that last week Logan Paul got disrespected by LA Knight when LA Knight came to his crib, and Santos wants a championship opportunity as well. So there's a lot going on as well, heading towards that way in the future. All right, we move on to as the WWE champion Cody Rhodes took on Solo Sikoa. The Solo told what's his name, Paul Heyman, be keeping a close eye on everything. Cody Rhodes was ready, and Cody Rhodes was ready for the fight of his life against Solo. Well, Cody Rhodes, the match ended in no DQ, but guess who showed up? Long awaited debut of MLW, former MLW champion Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu now added addition to the new bloodline. You got Solo Sikoa, the new tribal chief, Jacob Fatu, Tamatonga, and Tolu Young, all part of the new bloodline, and they have rough shots into this new group, bring some new synergy into it. But you got to wonder what Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso, all of them, going to be thinking, and Jay, on what their moment is going to be with this situation. There's a lot going on as well, so we will keep a close eye on this. But you can tell that the new bloodline are more dangerous and more vicious than ever before. So hey, you can see that being a way. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about this: the new Wide Six, Nikki Cross, Bo Dallas, Joe Gacy, Redbeard, and forgot his name, Sam Shaw, whatever his name is, but whoever know who forgot his name. They're part of the Wide Six. This fan right here took a photo of them at a local Whataburger, I guess Whataburger open 24/7, and took a picture with them after they did their massacre on Raw. And the Wide Six faction is coming to be unraveled. We'll see what's going to happen with the Wide Six coming up. Well, we can also tell you this, that Chad Gable is found alive, and he will compete in the triple threat match against him, Braun Strowman, and Bronson Reed coming up this Monday on Raw. That he was one of the victims being victimized by the Wide Six. What this is going to lead to between them, Gable and the Wide Six, that's the only question that got to be answered. hopefully, what's going on. Well, this is a wild rumor that just came out on Grilling JR on his podcast. Jim Ross talked about that current Shane McMahon is in talks with AEW and talked to the AEW roster that he wants to join. He has expressed interest of joining. Could you see Shane McMahon joining AEW? And you can see this on the graphic right here. Shane McMahon, All Elite. That would be wild if that happens. You'll have to think to yourself, like, Shane McMahon of all people coming to AEW? Wow, Shane McMahon, that'll be wild. But who he do? A lot of people are putting scenarios together saying that Shane could probably be Maxwell Jacob Freeman's mentor, or probably be mentoring the Bucks to have Shane on AEW out of Tony Khan. You never know. So there's a lot of wild storylines going on, and we will be here to see if that will go on. We'll see if Shane McMahon. We'll keep a close eye on this if anything progresses throughout the months to come or weeks to come. We'll see. Well, we told you CM Punk was in Chicago, was in town after he had got that royal beatdown by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre beat him down, and CM Punk was out and about. CM Punk was out with the Good Brothers, out and about Wiener Circle. I need to go there. Wiener Circle. I mean, I be hearing a lot about Wiener Circle. They real good, and they like the people like to cuss you out and stuff. But they had this show. So hey, there's only time will tell on that. We'll see. Well, speaking of that, Rhea Ripley is along with her fiance. Got his name, but I guess they're married now. So Buddy Matthews and about Rhea Ripley getting herself together, resting and stuff on what's going on with her. You know she'll be back sooner rather than later. After she'll be looking for this woman right here, Liv Morgan, the WWE Women's World Champion, who really thinking about Dominic Mysterio. I mean, she's trying to lure Dominic into the faction. We can only time will tell and see. But Liv Morgan's gonna do what she need to do to get Dominic Mysterio into the faction. Well, we told you CM Punk right now. They said the All-State Arena was sold out completely with over 14,000 tickets sold. That's the highest sale of SmackDown since WrestleMania. The best in the world is back. So CM Punk knows how to draw and becoming that draw and stuff. And knows how to get the crowd and get the emotions of the crowd. So good for Punk. We know that this is the render right here for Money in the Bank. Damian Priest set to defend the world championship against Seth Rollins in a battle between who's the real world champion, the inaugural world champion versus the third world champion. We'll see that coming up forward. So hey, we'll see that as that may be. All right, that ends Hot Topics. We're gonna leave you with the new Bloodline. It's Jacob Fatu, the newest member of the Bloodline, joined Sol Sikoa, Tamatonga, and Tom Leon as the fourth member of the new Bloodline, as Paul Heyman watches on to see what he has done. And it might not be good. Roman Reigns unfollowed Solo. So who knows what's going to go down. We'll keep a close eye out here. So for me being Kendra Dix, saying y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you this Monday for the Raw Ring Report. See you then.